Hello, it's Tuesday the 9th of August 2016. Well, just checking I've got my lights on over there. Remember last week I forgot my little ball was not turning, boys and girls, and my Union Jack light was not illuminated. We must be illuminated at all times. Thank you very much to Adam the plumber for pointing that out yesterday, boys and girls. It was very kind of you. Now, on a very serious subject this morning. Now, we don't usually do serious subjects here on United Kingdom Talk. We don't. But today I must discuss racism. And I have been noticing in it more and more recently, boys and girls, everywhere. It's not just in one place, it's everywhere. Wherever I look and there is a musical instrument, I see racism. It has been decided, boys and girls, that pianos, all pianos that include white notes, are to be deemed racist. That's church organs, pianos, all over the place. Anything with white... No, I did make a mistake yesterday. Black notes are fully acceptable. Black notes on pianos are fully acceptable. But there is a growing, boys and girls, a growing... what's that word? A growing group of... No, what's that word? A growing organisation... what's that word? A growing mass of people. A growing crowd. No, a growing... Oh, God, I can't think of what it's called now. A growing amount of people that it is gathering momentum, boys and girls, that we are all going to have to sign a piece of paper, not asking, but telling people like Yamaha and Roland that they will no longer be allowed to make pianos and organs with white notes. Instruments with white notes are now to be considered racist items and will be banned from all places, boys and girls. We're not having it any longer. We're not having it any longer. Everyone must be made to feel welcome. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people thinking that to make a piano with white notes is quite acceptable in this day and age? It's not acceptable anymore. It's not acceptable, Jaya. Not acceptable. And I tell you what, let me just turn on my air conditioning. You will notice the air conditioning is of a cream colour, which apparently is acceptable. No more white paper. It's all over for white paper. In future, it will be black paper with yellow lettering on it. White paper, again... This is a racist item, boys and girls. Racist. Racist items must be pushed out of this country. We're not having it anymore. The only people that will be allowed to use white paper will be those who are partially sighted. They will be allowed because they may not notice the difference. I think what they're going to have to do, if it's white paper, they'll have to get a little bit of raised area there to inform people who are hard of seeing that it is in fact white paper, and perhaps they will stop using it again. So there we are. I just wanted to... It's been bothering me all day that I have been playing on a racist instrument for years and years, a piano with... Dare I say it? You're going to think very badly of me. A piano with white notes. Not good. I want you to sit there now. This is your homework until the next show, okay? I want you to sit there and just have a look around your house. Is there anything that is WHITE in your house at the moment? Oh my God, I've just noticed. My shelves are white. They are racist shelves. Racist shelves! Racist! Newspaper. White with black ink. Racist newspaper. Everything is racist. Everything... Ah! The tissue is racist. Racist, 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 racist. And apart from that, there's more on the show today, boys and girls. Thank you very much to Sarita, who says, I am on a quest to find Chris a new tie. Good news, boys and girls. I have located... Well, I haven't located my ties. My best mate, Ron, has rotated... Rotated. Not rotated. My best friend... My best friend Ron has located my ties. Just a moment. Would you like to see them all? And then you can request a tie. One moment. Now, I haven't got many. Don't be disappointed, okay? Don't be disappointed. Here is one. Do you like this one? That's quite a nice one there, isn't it? That's a nice one there. We have this one here. Now, this is a tie that I used to wear to if we had school disco. A school disco is basically where you dress up in your school, you know, strange people. I'm sorry, darlings. Pervs. Pervs, darling. Pervs dress up in their school uniforms and go to nightclubs. They have school nights. I'm sorry, they should rename that perv nights, quite honestly. That one, look at that one there. And a purple one here. All very nice. So, I just want to show you this. Like, can you know? Do you notice anything about these three ties? Anything? Go on, have a guess. Correct. None of them are racist. Look, no racist ties here, boys and girls. All multicoloured. 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 In fact, the gays have been complaining as well that there are not enough things that are multicoloured. Homophobia, that's what it is. If you see something of a single colour in future, it must be classed as homophobic. This is homophobic. This is a homophobic piece of paper because it's not multicoloured. This is a homophobic piece of parcel tape. Look, one colour, homophobic. That's what it is. Here we have, what else have we got here, dear? What else have we got? Oh, yes, look. Now, you would think as these orchids are pink, they are gay friendly. But no, one colour is not acceptable. They are homophobic orchids. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Everywhere I just see offence everywhere today. Offence. I'm really offended. God's sake. So, Sarita, I do have a few more ties. However, you know, would you like to request a tie for the next show? Which one would you like on the next? I told you I don't have many. Not many at all. I think I'm going to start buying ties. Now, the dear Wendy, lovely Wendy, is not keen on the ties. That's okay, Wendy. That's all right. Wendy is not keen. Oh, have you noticed today's one? A Union Jack tie. Look at that. Union Jack. Land of hope and glory, mother of our seas, and all that business. Do you like the Union Jack tie? That was given to me by someone called Terry Turner, who did internet radio. I don't know what's happened to him. He seems to have disappeared off the face of the earth. But Terry Turner bought me this years and years ago. So there's the tie. Wendy isn't keen on the ties, so we won't be wearing them all the time, just occasionally, okay? No ties all the time, because she said it makes it look like I'm reading the news on BBC One Colour. I quite like it. Could I read the news? That's the thing. I don't think I could because I cough and sniff a lot. Now, you don't hear me cough or sniff because I push this button and I sniff like this. So you couldn't hear that, could you? Now, I don't see people on the news going, or they just don't do it, do they? I'm going to cough now. I think coughing makes you cough. Do you agree with that? So I'm not sure that I could read the news. I could probably do some radio. Nick Abbott. I love Nick Abbott on LBC. LBC. London broadcast. No, what's it now? Leading Britain's conversation. 90. Oh, they don't even say the frequency anymore, do they? Because they're like, digital radio. I've got a digital. I've got a DAB. My nephew's got a DAB radio in his car. My nephew, 19-year-old Jimmy Butler, international, who took his sister, Tracy Clifford, that's my niece, out to a nightclub on Saturday. I think she's 29 now. She hated it. She hated it. She said the music was too loud and there was nowhere to sit down. What? Honestly, Tracy, when is the last time you went to a nightclub? You don't sit down at nightclubs, dear. And I said to her, because she's like 29, he's 19. I suppose it's quite a young age in the nightclub. It was, what's it called? Home in Lincoln, if you want to have a look. HOME. And I did say to her, how many boys, like, 11 years younger than you tried to chat you up and she said about 4. They're very brave, aren't they? I was no good at chatting anyone up. Honestly, I know you'll find that very, very hard to believe, but to be out, if I was out somewhere, I could not, I just could not go up to someone and say something. I don't know why. Isn't that funny? And yet I'm quite happy to talk to you. How strange is that? I could not get up and say, oh, would you like a drink? Or would you like a dance? Or, oh, no, don't suppose they say, you coming home, love? No, that's all they say now, I gather. It's a bit like that. You know, what happened to romance? No one ever bought... Yeah, I think I was bought flowers about 3 times in my entire life. Isn't that terrible? Awful. Anyway, back to these messages. We've kind of gone off tangent a little bit, haven't we? We've kind of gone off tangent. Sarita enjoyed my funny faces yesterday. Here's another one for you. Is that all right, Sarita? That was especially for you this morning. Another funny face. Did you want to get a photo, what's it called, a screen grab of that one? Here it comes again. Are you ready with your phone, my darling? Or a quick print screen on your computer? Are you ready? Here we go. Did you do it? Sarita says, I had to Google car boot sale. She's in the US to see what it is. Yes, that's where we go and kind of empty our attics or lofts or stuff like that. We've got loads to sell. We want to make a bit of money. You go to a car boot sale. And it's all very strange. And all those locusts and gannets and vultures gather around the back of your car as it opens because they can't wait. Oh, honestly, dreadful people, dreadful. I'm glad you gave up smoking. Oh, so am I. Should never have started. I stopped smoking, when was it? 92, 02, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Must be about 28 years ago now. Yes, not good smoking. Sarita also wants to know, what is my favourite sandwich? Ploughman's. So a bit of cheese, not too much cheese. I don't like great big thick wedges of cheese like that. So a bit of cheese. Oh, I've discovered a new cheese which is vegan friendly. There's no dairy in it. It's called Violife. I think it's Violife. One moment, please. I will double check that for you. Please hold the line while we try and connect you. Violife. That's it. Yes, Violife cheese, which you can buy in various different supermarkets. Actually, Sainsbury's do it, and also Waitrose as well here in the UK. Violife, Violife. If you're vegan or perhaps just a bit dairy intolerant, try that. Now, I've tried all sorts of dairy-free cheeses. And I'm sorry, most of them are absolutely disgusting. They are vile. But this one I like. Now, it's a bit dear. I think it's about £2, £2.20, £2.50 for like, I don't know, 8 slices and a bit of plastic. But it is quite nice. So if you've ever tried having any of those vegan cheeses or something that's... or you want something that's dairy-free, try that one, Violife. I think you're going to like it. Violife. My favourite sandwich, yes, indeed, is a Ploughman's, which is a bit of cheese, some lettuce in there. I think they put cucumber in there and a bit of tomato. I think that's it. A Ploughman's. Very, very nice indeed. Although I don't eat much bread at all because I'm a little bit allergic to the wheat now. Let's have a look there. That was it. That's your little selection of questions answered today, Sarita. Always feel free to ask questions if you've got any, boys and girls. Jasmine Lopez. I love that name. Jasmine Lopez. How are you, Jasmine? Now, are you in Portugal? I think you always said you're in Portugal. I'm not sure, Jasmine, whether I'm talking to you or Fidela. I'm never quite sure which. Because you share the same the same Facebook, don't you? So Jasmine or Fidela, which one am I talking to? I'm never sure. Jasmine says I would prefer a Lada for my wedding day. You know, we were talking about a program yesterday where this what do you call it? Bride had selected had selected a Rolls Royce for her wedding car, £275. Jasmine reckons a Lada. Now, I had a Lada car, Lada. They were Russian, and let me tell you, they were built really well. This old thing I had, it was hand. Can you still buy Lada cars? I wonder if you still can buy Lada cars. 1 minute. Lada cars. Well, there's an official website. Oh, look at this. Look at this in the Daily Express. Well, this was in the Daily Express last year. Lada, the brand that was once the butt of many jokes on British roads, is set to make a comeback after the demise of the iconic Land Rover Defender. So they could be... I don't know if they've come back or not, actually. But let me tell you, I had a Lada. It was hand-painted, black and red, and it was years old. And yeah, it had a few leaks in it, and the floor well, the passenger floor well, used to get quite wet if it had been raining. But, you know, it never, ever let me down. I think I had that car about 2 years, and it never, ever went wrong. In fact... when I traded it in for an FSO Polonaise, I'm going back here about 25 years. FSO Polonaise, worst car I ever had. Oh my God, it was dreadful. Constantly back and forward to the garage. It would start coughing and spluttering if it was in traffic. And then it would just die. You know, dreadful, dreadful car. The FSO Polonaise, which I bought from brand new. Why? Because it was £4,000. Brand new car. Now, they were Polish. Very popular in Poland, apparently. Over here, I don't know. Mine just didn't work. But the one before that was a Lada, and I loved it. It was noisy. It was rattly. It wasn't particularly fast, going from 0 to 60. But I would say that goes down as one of my favourite cars. It really does. It was a bit of a workhorse. In fact... after I bought the FSO Polonaise, whenever I took that in for a service or to be looked at again and again and again, guess what they use as the courtesy car? The Lada. I got that back as a courtesy car. So yeah, I love Ladas. I don't think you'd go very far wrong, Jennifer, having a Lada for your car on your wedding day, but you have to go to Dubrovnik to acquire one. Well, I don't know if you can buy them here or not now. But there is a very, very nice looking one that does actually look a bit like a Land Rover Defender. Because I had Land Rover Defenders, you know. I had 3 of those altogether. I loved it. I love the Land Rover Defenders. But they cost an arm and a leg to keep them going. Not only the petrol or the diesel you're putting in, not only the fuel you're putting in, but the...
We can't ignore the importance of protecting the world's oceans. We all have that salt in our veins.
What the hell's that?
Davidoff.
Where was that coming from? Did you hear that? We were interfered with, boys and girls. Oh, I hope to be interfered with sometime. We were interfered with then. Did you notice that? Did you notice? Oh, was someone coming from somewhere? That was coming from the Daily Express website, I think. Anyway, yes, Land Rovers, I had 3 of those, and they cost an arm and a leg to keep going. The servicing is astronomical on those, so that's why I haven't got one anymore. I would love another one. I don't desire posh, rude. You know what I would term rude cars like Lamborghinis or Porsches. No interest in those. I'd like a classy car, like a Bentley or a Rolls Royce. I don't consider them vulgar. Bentleys or Rolls Royce, they are classy cars. Okay, vulgar cars, Porsches, Ferraris, that sort of thing, you know. Thank you, Jasmine. Tommy Flynn says, I only use Waitrose and Marks and Spencer's. If Ricky, who was at the karaoke last night, is on home delivery, I'm moving to Iceland. Oh, Tommy dear. Whenever I put a picture of a good-looking man or boy, you're straight in there, aren't you, Tommy? You don't hang around, dear. But then again, early bird catches the worm. That's why I've ended up with no one. Can't chat anyone up. How'd you chat someone up? Oh, excuse me, would you like to buy... I mean, it almost sounds perfect, doesn't it? Can I buy you a drink? Oh, dear. So we're looking for new tyres for me, boys and girls. Send them through. Send them through. And that's it. Good. What's the time? Oh, we'll do a little bit more before we do the do the birthdays today. Cat litter, Katie the cat. Now, I've changed the cat litter, and she's trying to go in the tray again. She just missed it last night. It was next to the litter tray. But on the other hand, it wasn't halfway across the kitchen. So that is good news. Now, she doesn't do wee-wee anywhere else, only in a litter tray. It's just poo-poo she keeps doing everywhere. Don't know why this is. And number 2, something else has gone wrong now. She's stopped eating. She doesn't seem to be eating. She comes around by the pet feeding bowl thing, okay? She comes and sits there, right? Even if there's something there. So I'll leave it for a few hours, actually. And then every time I come in, she comes in, sits there and meows. I take it away, put something else there, and she still just sits there and looks at it. So she stopped eating now. I'm a little bit concerned about Katie the cat. I think we might have to make a little trip to the vet at enormous expense to United Kingdom Talk. Send your donations in now, please. So that's it. Now, what's this? What have I... Oh, a complaint last night about the karaoke. Ray Reynolds, a complaint about you that last night you did not bring your ukulele when I'm cleaning windows. So please, Ray Reynolds, can you make sure in future we get at least one ukulele type song? Thank you. I think you should try and do a pop song. Ukulele Ray Reynolds styley. What do you reckon? Ray Reynolds, I want you to learn Hit Me Baby One More Time. My loneliness is killing you. By Britney Spears. Oh, yes. Has she grown her hair back now? A strange girl she is. And one other thing today, boys and girls, buttons that you can't push anymore. Have you noticed this? Many devices now, including iPhones, we just touch. There are no buttons that you can push now. Even on my printer, you know, it kind of goes in a little bit, you know, click, click, click. What happened to buttons that on, off, on? So at least you know whether you turn the damn thing on or off. A lot of things now seem to have these buttons where you kind of touch and you hold it in until an on light illuminates in front of you. Why are things like that now? Can't we please go back? I'm looking for something. You know, I mean, even this to be honest, this is a push button. Watch right. Yeah. That's a reasonable button. Look, that you actually, can you see that? You actually push it. You can push it and you can feel it getting pushed. But so many things. I mean, all the fun is disappearing from our gadgets. Even the non-racist ones that are multicoloured. Can we please have proper buttons put back on? Look, here's proper buttons. Here's proper buttons on the Chris Ridden emergency telephone. Look at the proper buttons. Look. We need proper buttons on things, please. Dear me. All this gently touching. You don't know whether you've pressed it or not, do you? Very, very strange. Can we have proper buttons on things? Watched an excellent episode yesterday of Dragon's Den. Do you know what Dragon's Den is? That where they have 5 people who have got loads and loads of money, probably a little bit like yourself, boys and girls, because we don't have any poor people watching this programme. Did you know that? I don't know if you're aware. All the people that watch this regular, global, phenomenally popular program, United Kingdom Talk, all the people, they are all not me, filthy, stinking rich who watch this program, and so are the 5 hosts on Dragon's Den. We love it. 5 of them sit there in a room, and people who have ideas to make businesses go in and pitch to them, and hopefully they say, well, I'd like £70,000 to, for example, make non-racist pianos. Okay? So you go like that, and they say, well, why do you think they will make non-racist pianos? That one of them might say to him, and then he can attack one of the dragons for saying such a thing, you know, terrible thing, on BBC 2 colour. Anyway, so they pitch to them, and then they decide whether or not they give them the money. And one of the things yesterday, this bloke had got a 3D printer to make statues and candles of yourself. So you see me sitting here now, right? I could go to this bloke and say, I'd like you to make some wax candles of myself. Wouldn't that be fabulous? And it would all be in 3D, you know. So you could sit there, maybe soap on a rope. Chris Reardon's soap on a ropes. Now, we mentioned this a few years ago, didn't we? Do you remember? Chris Reardon's soap on a ropes, where you would, you know, as a lovely gift, as a birthday gift or a Christmas gift or something like that, everyone could receive a Chris Reardon soap on a rope, and it would be all 3D, and it would be me. It would be me. Just imagine yourself in the bath with that long-shaped Chris Reardon soap. And, you know, for added excitement, I could put my hands out like this when they do my modelling, and then when you're in the bath with that soap on a rope, you can rub it down all over, outside and inside as well if you want to. Anyway, so that's Dragon's Den. I quite like that idea of soaps and candles and little statues. We could give them away on here, couldn't we? Little statues of me that you could have perhaps sitting in your toilet or somewhere like that, you know, so that other people could see it and admire. Oh, what's that? And they wouldn't say what's that. They'd know straight away it was me, wouldn't they? Be honest. They would know that it was me. I am quite a popular person. I cannot get in and out of the supermarket anymore without people touching me. You can feel them, you know, trying to remove something, you know. Oh, look what I've got from Chris Reardon, as he was doing his shopping in Waitrose. Yes, indeed. Okay, boys and girls, it's birthday time, boys and girls. Those people that are you still with us? Is anyone still with us? This is a particularly long show today. Happy birthday today to Mike Quinn from Radio Fame. Happy birthday, Mike. Doesn't say your age. You're hiding your age, aren't you? People are hiding their ages on here. Happy birthday today to Simon Paul Clock, a young, very young 30... I love that wig. A lovely 32 years old today. Simon, my favourite period of age in my life, my sad, lonely, pathetic life so far, was between 32 and 47. So you're there. Here you are about to erupt into a wonderful life, darling. Especially if you keep watching these shows. Happy birthday to Tony Flynn. Tony, dear, how many little tattoos have you got all over your body? Are they little blue tits? Are they little blue tits above your pecs there? Tony Flynn, happy birthday to you. Now, how old are you now? You must be 32. Am I guessing right? You've got to be 32, Tony, I imagine. I think you're the same age as my son. Yes, 32. Happy birthday to Tony. Happy birthday today to Christopher Jervis, who's been all over the world. Was looking at your photographs. Happy birthday, Christopher. Happy birthday today to Peter McKay. Now, Peter McKay. Are you Peter McKay, who I used to work for at the Black Horse in Mile End Road? I think you are. I think it's you, Peter. What are you doing now? Lovely to see you on here. Happy birthday today to Peter. And finally, happy birthday today, boys and girls, to Patricia Taylor. Happy birthday to Patricia Taylor. Let us do the song. Oh, I knew it. Oh. I thought we were going to get through a whole show without sneezing today, but no. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, lovely people. Happy birthday to you. I think that might be the last time we'll be able to use that particular version of Happy Birthday, because it was played on a piano which I happen to know was a racist piano because it had white notes on it. And I shall leave you to there, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching and listening today. Tonight, it's Tuesday, every Tuesday. Join us tonight and every Tuesday at the Golden Lion in Royal College Street, Camden Town, for karaoke between 9 p.m. and 12 midnight. So that's every Tuesday, tonight and every Tuesday. Join us for karaoke at the Golden Lion in Royal College Street, Camden Town in London. Have a nice Tuesday. Cheerio.